I have the power to do so. Yeah, go ahead and poke me. Go ahead. See what happens to you. What are you doing? Oh. Oh, hello. Have the Khumbakharna game. Hopefully nobody leaves this time. I had such a struggle getting a good Khumbakharna game where nobody leaves and I'm actually playing support. Anyways, Thoth works really well with Khumbakharna, by the way, because, well, so does Tribtus, because using the sleep allows them to pretty much guaranteed hit their ult, even if they wake up during the charge for the ult or during the setup for the ult, depending on which ult you're talking about. It still doesn't make a huge difference because they're so massively slowed after waking up that they can still usually hit the ult anyways. So that's fairly nice. Also, I'll be able to interrupt Bacchus's stun, so I do have that built-in sort of counter to Bacchus, which is going to be really nice. Beyond that, there's not really a whole lot else match-wise for Khumbakharna that we really need to worry about, but we're going to go for Sentinel's Gift right off the top. I think we're going to go for a nice Sovereignty early on, and then we're going to go for some health potions. That's a few too many health potions. I want some mana potions afterwards, and... Whew, looks like their solo isn't going to be fully tanky, so we'll go for a nice shell. Go with this. Hold on. Ready? Alright, so there. I am carb. He's not a carb. He's a protein. That was not well aimed. Missed the other small. I'll use a health potion here. There we go. Actually, we'll put this down here just in case. Oh, you went for that right away, huh? Alright. There's another health potion. She gets some nice poke. Oh, she gets a lot of poke because they were too busy looking at me. Also, Apollo, I think, was being shot by the minions, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. I couldn't really see the minions too well. Yeah, you're focusing me. I understand this. I just need to get my sleep. And then you will all be in some trouble. Okay, there's that. That's fine. Save up the sleep. Use another health potion. You're gonna come flying in here and trying to burp. There it is. You're not doing any of that nonsense. Oh, impact. Good. Alright. Not bad, not bad. She pulls some nice aggro there. Let's get faster cooldowns. Okay. Good, I hit him. Good. Very important. What do you have as your... Okay, you've got the lifesteal. That's fine then. We can kind of alternate between these two. They went to steal our void, but I don't think it's there. Alright, that was a good hit. I'm expecting Bacchus to come waltzing in again. Come on, Bacchus. I know you want to. Here it is. Nope. Oh, here we go. I'm just poking. I'm just poking. Don't worry about it. Just a little bit of poke. Nice. Oh, I was too early. I should have waited until he actually burped. Now he's going to get a free burp in. Yep, there it goes. She countered nicely, though.
Such potential wasted.
Alright, they went back for their buff, so we can take this really quick. I like the Apollo's determination.
Stop us.
That was good. That was good play. Alright, now we go for ours. No, come on. We gotta go get our jungle buff. I don't want to fight them so close to their tower. I don't know where the enemy jungler is currently. Considering it's Mercury, I don't want to take that chance either. There we go. We get our push back because, or what is this called again? It's throwback, not pushback, because that'll help us with wave clear. Can I use my abilities one of these years? Thanks. Okay. Just trying to absorb health back. Trying to bait the Bacchus too. I can guarantee you he's going to try belly flopping on me. There he goes.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, I am in trouble. Yeah, I died. I must confess
An enemy has been
that I wasn't expecting both of them to rush in there like that. Alright, well, I'm going to go to middle lane. Oh. I'm pretty sure that means Bacchus is going to mid. Is Apollo? I'm sorry, not Apollo. Is Mercury their mid?
Enemy missing middle. Be careful, right?
Here, I'll get this. There you go. Now there's Discordia. Huh. She used all of her wave clear on me, which was clearly not the move. So right now, I don't know where the enemy Mercury is, nor do I know where the enemy... Yeah.
Enemy missing middle.
enemies have returned to base.
Considering Apollo's ganking potential, the fact that we don't know where he is something of a concern. I am expecting to see him come flying in from the fountain and ganking somebody. It is a concern. It is a concern. I'm not really going to expend my ult on him. It's just not worth it.
Their whole self for us.
Should I go over there and try and gank that?
Remember them. Double bite deletion.
Okay.
Exceptional.
Let's see if I can get anything done over here. Okay. I should not have done that. If I'd actually not alerted him to my presence right away, that's not his fault. I chose to do that. I should not have. I never should have done that. That was pure arrogance on my part. He's getting stomped. But the enemy jungler is focusing him very heavily, so I'm not really going to blame him for that. Okay. Good. Alright. Gonna come over here and try to get this for you. Alright, good. Now, Apollo does have one major advantage over Charybdis in that... Wait. There's no Thoth over here anymore, alright? I thought Thoth was coming back in, but no, he's not. That's fine. No, we can get her. That worked out really well. Bopped her around like a tennis ball. Hey, Merc, you're a little late, aren't you? Nah, he's not going to be able to do anything. Nope. Poor Trubus. That's not a good matchup. Just the fact that he can come and go to lane as freely as he pleases whenever his ult is up is majorly damaging, because that allows him much easier and much more consistent farming that she can't keep up with. She has to back and then return normally, but anytime he's low on anything, he can just go back, ult back in really quick, just has to spend 50 gold on a mana pot, and he's pretty much back to where he was before. Very unfortunate. Did we get that? I can't tell if we got that. It's tough to tell with those ones because there's zero indication of who actually got the experience for that. And I wasn't paying enough attention, so... You'd think the Bacchus would learn. He doesn't have to waste the mana. And I'm pretty sure I'm regenerating mana at a faster rate than he is. Nah, I think they're about the same right now. So it's really a non-factor here. Well, he does have the benefit of the totem right now, so... Yeah, you've used your bounce, so now you're pretty much doomed. I don't even need to... Yeah, I was gonna say. Bold strategy by the, I didn't realize he was that close. That's probably Apollo he's talking about. No, Apollo couldn't care less about his allies. Interesting. So Tribus came over here and got a nifty assist, and Apollo did nothing with that. He got Scorpion. I mean, it's not a huge deal, in all honesty. That was not a worthwhile trade for their team. Although, granted, I will concede that probably we didn't need Tribus over there to get that kill. Come here. There we go. I had to shell her, because if I didn't shell Charybdis, she was going to die. There was no way she was surviving that ult without that shell, so that's why I used it there. And lo and behold, she survived. Barely. She has, like, what, 120 HP or so? Looks about it. Maybe 150. Possibly up to 200, but she definitely... I'm pretty sure she had less than 200 at the time. So, by the end of it. So, definitely a wise choice there. Oh, I gotta go help my boy over here. What's going on? You're a little far from home. I whiffed all of that completely. I will tank this. I somehow did not tank the danger noodle. There we go. I was just really concerned that he was going to kill the Robin before we could actually get him killed. Because that would have been a trade which we really didn't need. We can't afford that kind of trade right now. I'm not actually going to chase that because he's not worth it. He just honestly isn't. Stacking the physical protections wisely enough, by the way. By the way, normally, I am against building physical protections first, but in the duo lane, considering minions and the ADC, it can be a better choice. It doesn't really make a huge difference, at least if you're playing duo lane, if you're playing support. Technically, I probably should have gone Heart Ward first, because that would have provided me with MP5 and magic protections for when I did rotate. But I chose Sovereignty specifically because of Apollo and the minions. If they had a more damaging support, I definitely would have gone with Heart Ward. Because if they had, like, I would say Athena. Athena's a really big damaging support. I don't know why you bothered. This is extremely silly. Oh wow, you're going in. You whiffed. All right. I was gonna actually full on take that for him, but I did not need to. Well, I have my passive. I'll go in. Discordia is absolutely paranoid. It's kind of funny. She fires her abilities off way too early. Yeah, I really don't want to mess with the Mercury right now. I don't have the health for that quite yet. Don't you even think about it, Mercury. I will stop you. I have the power to do so. Yeah, go ahead and poke me. Go ahead. See what happens to you. What are you doing? Oh. Oh, hello. I'm dead. Yeah. That's alright. That's alright. As long as I can pick up other people in exchange, that is okay. I want to get a little bit, hold on, what do we actually need here? Pestilence was for Baron Somty. The fact that I'm pretty sure at some point somebody's going to be building... Well, he's already got a bit of lifesteal, so I expect he'll probably accentuate that. I want to get... is that really going to be necessary? Probably not. What I do want to get is... No, I didn't necessarily want that. I'm going to go for... No, I don't want that either. Yes, I do want that. I want that for a very specific reason. So, let's go for this. Down here. Oh, you know, I know what I really need, actually. I need those delicious cooldowns. They're definitely edging in a victory. They're not taking this too fast or anything like that. Maybe we can go for this. I think it'd be a good experience for both of us. Definitely a new player to Charybdis. She should have been bouncing that off the wall so she could get the ricochet going on there. I was going to go for the Apollo, but I realized that Apollo is exactly the kind of god that you don't want to fight against as Goomba, so we're just going to not do that. And there we go. Alright. No, I don't think we need to surrender. Not yet, anyways. Alright. Interesting. Okay. And... boom. I don't think we need to surrender yet. We really can. We're not that far behind. Thank you. We are only 8 kills down. We're only 6k down. 6k is a medium amount, but it's not like something we can't come back from. Nice. Oh, shoot. Holy cow. Uh-oh. I'm out, I'm out. You're not. Holy cow. Very nice, okay. Can we? No, we can't catch up to these people. Well, that was an interesting fight. We traded, which at this point in time is something we kind of need. In terms of trades, we get more out of them. Oh, holy cow. Oh, I did hit her. Alright. There we go. Good. Okay, she just made that a win for us. You lost 3 people for... No, I think she made that a trade, yeah. I actually just sell that because what I need right now is Breastplate of Valor. I need more magic protections. I kind of want to go with Bulwark of Hope. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. Considering our team comp, I need Talisman of Energy. I also need Blink. Yeah. Shogun's Kusari would work as well, actually. I might go with that instead because that'll give me cooldown. Give me better aura for auto-attacking. That'd be a better move. I think that'd be a much better move. I instinctively said Talisman of Energy because Shogun's Kusari didn't used to give HP, and that's something you kind of want as Khumbakharna because of his passive. Oh yeah, he's gonna die.
They sacrificed their whole self for us.
Yeah, he didn't need to be there. He was too far up. No, it's fine, it's fine. You get out of here.
An ally has been
Alright.
slain.
Okay, I will sacrifice myself for the good of the team. Run, Thoth, run.
They sacrificed their whole self for us. Remember them.
Alright, now we have to go with... I don't know why I have Winged Blade in here. I should have this tree. It's salty. Alright, so... They do have the capacity to take this very quickly.
Exceptional.
Will I arrive in time to save her? Yeah. Ooh. Nope. We're gonna put you to sleep right here. Ooh.
Potential wasted.
We're not working together either. Which is a problem. Nope, not today. Oh, they surrendered. Alright. Yeah, it probably was over anyways. So let's talk about it. So first off, we weren't quite as coordinated as ideally one would want, but why was the Apollo having such a hard time? Well, the Apollo is having a hard time because primarily it was a bad matchup in the solo lane. While I don't mind Apollo in the solo lane, he only really does well against somewhat specific enemies. People he can interrupt some of their major damage types with his sleep with. For example, Bellona's Hammer Spin is a great example. Unfortunately for Apollo, Baron Samedi does not have anything that he can really interrupt with, so that's just really not going to work out in that particular aspect. So, in that particular way, he had a bad matchup there. He has nothing of Baron Samedi's that he can interrupt. Additionally, Baron Samedi has way better sustain inherent in his kit than Apollo does. Apollo doesn't have any form of self-heal. Baron Samedi has a self-heal. All he has to do is hit Apollo with a large circle. It's just a very ugly matchup in Apollo's case. While Apollo does win the 1v1 against Baron Samedi under normal circumstances, solo lane isn't really normal circumstances. Also keep in mind that Mercury, with a naturally higher movement speed than Raven, is going to be out-rotating Raven most of the time, and so is able to gank Apollo more frequently than Raven was able to counter-gank. So, from that particular aspect, there is also that problem as well. So, there's just a lot going on there, really against Apollo in that matchup. And that's really the unfortunate thing with Apollo. He can make for a very effective solo lane under the right circumstances. It's just so specific of a circumstance that it's very risky picking him as a solo lane. He either does really well in the right matchup, or in this case, he does really badly because it's not the kind of matchup he needs. Now, the Charybdis versus the enemy Apollo, that was Somewhat the same thing. See, once her escape was down, she has no real way of avoiding Apollo's damage, but besides the fact, her escape is so short-lived that, quite frankly, Apollo's single dash with the movement speed buff that it provides is most likely going to allow him to catch back up to her very quickly. So Charybdis really has no way of disengaging from the enemy Apollo should she choose to, and no way of catching back up to him should he choose to disengage. It's just a really unfortunate matchup for Charybdis as well, just purely based on how escapes work. In terms of damage output, they are roughly equal if she is played correctly. I think Apollo has more of a 1v1 damage output scenario here because her wave does not hit very hard, and she's not really gaining a whole lot of power from items if I remember her passive correctly. And Apollo is hitting with the full force of his items, just not as fast, typically, according to statistics. But quite frankly, his passive really allows him to catch back up and damage very quickly. So it's just another unfortunate matchup there. The Thoth versus the enemy Discordia, that's really kind of even. Thoth outranges Discordia, but Discordia, I think, slaps a little bit harder more consistently, because she can reduce her cooldowns by just chilling in her fog there. So there is that huge benefit for her. There is, just that going on. So it's kind of an even there. It really depends on if the Thoth can keep Discordia away. In this particular circumstance, again, you have the Mercury able to gank more frequently, so that was a little bit tougher for Thoth. And that's not to say that Robin's a bad jungler, or that Mercury is a particularly good jungler. You do have to actually know the role well enough to take advantage of Mercury's better move speed here. And at the very beginning, it's not that huge of a difference. It's only as the game goes on, and that really it makes a huge difference. I believe it's at level 14 that people get their maximum move speed, and since Mercury's self-buffing movement speed is a percentage base, obviously, that means once he hits level 14, he's got more movement speed than anyone else in the game is likely to ever get. Robin's only real hope here, which he did not do, was to build some kind of movement speed enhancing item. You'll notice Mercury really doubled down on the move speed and was basically everywhere, and that's just how Mercury is supposed to play. So in this particular case, this was more of a matter of very unfortunate matchups. I was the only one in a positive matchup versus Bacchus. And even then, the Bacchus was able to pull some really good stunts there and actually accomplish quite a lot for his team, which is, really nice. But basically, yeah, it comes down to mostly a combination of bad matchups and the Mercury being able to out-rotate Robin, which is huge. I mean, basically, the Mercury being able to out-rotate our jungler meant that all of these bad matchups were doubled down on, because now there is not necessarily going to be the guarantee of aid from our jungler, because he's running around trying to catch up to Mercury, which is impossible, especially once Mercury finishes third item. So that's really all I have to say about this match. So thank you all very much for joining me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. And thank you all very much for joining me, and have a great 24 hours.